going to start getting round and move myself in as I clamp and I move my knee up, okay? So what that's doing is, again, it's getting me into the position where I can finish my juji, okay? Or if he's smart and he gets his arm out of there and I can't get a hold of it, okay, I can unwind, okay, come back around and sweep. All right, so one of the things that we haven't covered in a little bit is guard work, working off your butt, working off your back. Ideally, working off your butt is better than off your back. As in all things, you want to be round. Okay, so if you're flat, bad. Okay, even if you're underneath the guy, you're still trying to keep round so that you can move. Okay, and all move. That's what you want to be. Now, the idea here isn't to stay underneath the guy. I don't necessarily want to be here because in a self-defense situation, even in a fight situation, it's technically 50-50, but it's more like 51-49 for the guy who's on top, okay? At worst case, he can be super defensive and wait me out, and the onus is on me, right? And if there's a solid ground underneath me, it isn't a lot of fun. It's always easier fighting off the top. So the rule is, okay, submit, sweep, get the heck out of dodge, okay? You don't want to stay down here all day long. So you keep a high pace, okay? Keep a good tempo, try and get through that progression, submit, sweep, get the heck out of dodge, okay? And by get the heck out of dodge, I mean get out from underneath him. If you have to push off and stand up, that's what you do.
He's listing a hierarchy of things we like here. Did you hear that? Submit, get the submission, arm lock, choke, something from the bottom, something, leg lock, something we can do. If that doesn't, then we sweep, we turn him, we roll him over, whatever, get him onto his back, get out, you know, get a dominant position. The third one is get out of trouble. So there's a level of hierarchy we want to follow there.
Right.
Okay.
So we'll start with something that we do a lot, okay? So we're going into the juji, okay? So if he's being defensive, I'm gonna have to actually start working my grips a little bit more to get a hold of that arm and come after it. And I can either climb my way up in shoulders to control more of his shoulders, or I can pull more of the lower extremity to me. It's really personal preference, but I like going up higher. So you can either grab the lapel next to the shoulder, or you can grab the inside of the arm next to the bicep, right in there. Okay, and the benefit of that is it starts kind of spiraling around his arm anyway, so that when you do the hug, his arm is going to be right there. So I go ahead and I get a hold of that. His elbow's way past my hips. But what I'm going to do is, now that I have control of that, I'm going to start getting round and move myself in as I clamp and I move my knee up. Okay? So what that's doing is, again, it's getting me into the position where I can finish my juji. Okay? Or if he's smart and he gets his arm out of there and I can't get a hold of it, okay, I can unwind, okay, come back around and sweep. Okay? So I'm in here, get hold of the inside of the arm, clamp down on it, okay, I'm moving in for the juji. If I get it, great, okay? If I don't, he's being defensive, okay? I'm gonna come around and catch, since my leg is blocking him, okay? I'm gonna catch the outside of his leg where his pants are, okay? And as I push this foot down, I push and I punch and I just sit up, okay? Go right into a floating pin, back around to the mount, or even if I'm right here, you can knock out into a chest pin, okay? Lastly, if I just need to get out of here, again, having a hold of his arm, he's not hitting me, which is always good. So if I'm not getting a hold of something, he's sitting back on his butt and on his heels, and he's not giving me anything for the sweep. What he is doing is he's giving me an avenue out. I'm going to take that arm and I'm going to push, post, and now I'm out. Okay? So, submit, arm lock, sweep. Some people call it the flower sweep. We just call it the juji sweep because it's in the leg press position that we always use for juji. And then you just push off and get out.
There's a key thing. Can you show that again, Derek, where you turn your body? That is fundamentally important. You're not staying straight in a straight line vertical to him, you know, or up and down with him.
So the last thing I want to do is be square up on this guy, because that means I'm flat. okay? Yes, I might be able to get his head, but I don't have his arm anymore, okay? I want to be mobile. So as I get a hold of this, I'm shrimping into the side and staying ground. Okay? That gives me the underhook for the juji, or if he moves his leg up to block it, okay? Or even his knee, there you go. I can't get my hand underneath there, but I can get a hold of that right there, okay? If I'm square out here, I don't have a hold of that. So you move in, get a hold of it, okay? If he blocks the arm, I get around the back, okay? There we go. Okay?
And a number of you guys like to do when you come to that side like that, like Mike, you like the udigarami, the bent arm lock from that position. There are those opportunities too. We're just happening to go for a, you know, kind of a juji situation here.
There's a multitude of things we can do from here. You know, like Steve was saying, we've got the udigarami right there, okay? We're coming through here like this. You know, let's see if we can take over bent arm lock.
I mean, you're in a position to do, you know, what the Brazilians call the omoplata, the kick over, you know, bent arm lock. A lot of stuff happens from there, okay? The idea is getting yourself in the best position possible.
Right.
And that's why you want to get to that side, almost form like an L shape, if as it were.
If I'm off to the side and around, I'm moving, okay, which means I'm probably going to get something. I'm a lot more likely to get it than if I'm flat and squared up. Plus, this is a self-defense situation. He's punching at me. If I move out of the way, I'm not getting punched, right? If I'm right in front of him, I'm getting punched.
Another thing, guys, let's address right now before we practice, let you guys drill on it, is start that again. If the guy tries to crowd you or just jam you back down to stop your Juji Gatame, if you're spinning and you know, Derek's doing everything right, but Eric's staying low under him, this is a good answer. This is a plan B here, you know. And we've worked on the underhook and rollover before from that. In this case, Derek's just doing a little bit differently. He's grabbing the pant leg, okay? So, you know, if he does try to stuff you down to keep you from spinning your Juji Gatame, you can get out of it. You know, this is your plan B. Let's work on that, okay? Again, using the hierarchy we're talking about there, submission, sweep, get out of trouble. And there we have it.
To the other one. If he's blocking the submission, he's probably leaving himself open for a sweep or another submission. If he's blocking the submission and the sweep, he's so defensive that it's easy to get up, okay? You have to think about it that way. If you're frustrated because he isn't progressing and he's not giving you any openings, just get up, because he's literally left the door wide open at that point, okay? So each of these things opens the door for the next thing.
Okay, so guys, when we start drilling, let's think about that. You may come up with something else that works equally as well for you. Well, of course, it'll work, so let's let it work. Okay, let's go. Let's drill on it.